What do you guys actually think is the biggest problem currently in the cryptocurrency space? We're going to bring on two guys who are really experts in the cryptocurrency space. They trade, they got a leading community of over 50,000 people who listen to all of their talks, their podcasts, as well as tips for trading cryptocurrencies in every type of market. They've seen it all, and I'm very glad to have them on the stage here. Really great friends of the Untraceable team. So first off, we got Matthew John. He's the founder of Crypto Trading Pro, the largest cryptocurrency trading and investing community. And then we got Kurt Work Jr., who's also the co-founder, and he's also been doing this since 2013, so I'll just turn it over to them.
Hey everybody! So we're Crypto Traders Pro. We're going to talk about the one problem everyone is ignoring. I know this is Loyalty Live, everybody's talking about loyalty programs and everything else. But we think the one thing that the entire crypto community is ignoring is the most crucial.
Well, what do you guys actually think is the biggest problem currently in the cryptocurrency space that you think everyone's ignoring? I'm curious what you guys got to say.
Availability? Too many traders.
Too many traders?
Too many traders? That's a common one. Anybody else?
Transaction reversal.
Transaction reversal, interesting. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem in crypto at all, at least theoretically. So let's start by introducing ourselves a little bit. Well, it didn't work. So,
Matthew, he's Kurt. We are the founders of Crypto Traders Pro. Crypto Traders is the largest cryptocurrency trading and investing community in the world. As far as we're concerned, we have about 75,000 people across all our social media channels: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. We have a really large community, a really loyal community. A lot of people like the content we produce because it's no BS. You know, we're not just pumping a bunch of terrible projects that we don't believe in. We do our fundamental research. We're traders. We base that off technical analysis. We're reading charts. We're educating the community. But we're also big enthusiasts of cryptocurrency as adoption and as a means of exchange.
yeah, absolutely. So we don't accept ICOs. We shred the ICO people typically, or we did when it was the big thing. And we focus on fundamentals, focus on teaching retail traders how to not get screwed, which is something that a lot of people were doing in 2017. Everybody was trying to get everybody's money, and we established a brand that allowed us to make a lot of connections and move forward. So, what is that problem?
So today we're not talking about trading at all. We're talking about something else we really believe in, and that is the biggest problem that everyone is ignoring. Right now we're in a city of, 3 million, 4 million people, and we struggle to find anywhere to spend our cryptocurrency. We want to focus on merchant adoption, and I believe there's only a few projects that are focusing on that, which is Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin even. There's only a few projects that actually believe that cryptocurrency is money and that want businesses to accept it as a means of payment.
So the real question is why is this important? People say like, man, why would I spend something that could be worth 10 times what it's worth in 6 months? And the answer is, well, we need liquidity. And you mentioned traders, too many traders trading. Well, traders give us liquidity. And that's something that we absolutely need to do business. If cryptocurrency does not have that means of exchange use case, there's no incentive to mine. If there's no incentive to mine, then there's no hash power to stop hacking. So a lot of people like to talk about DPoS, POS systems. They were talking yesterday, Ethereum 2.0. These proof-of-stake coins are a great concept, but they're really specific And if people have a ton of value, I mean, we're talking billions of dollars of value on a point-of-stake chain, a good hacker, and not even a great hacker, can DDoS a system offline and really screw stuff up. We've seen a lot of this happen on a lot of chains. We've seen a lot of low hashing power and POS chains get hacked over the past year. And we've seen people lose millions and millions of dollars straight off the blockchain because the chain is not secure. They're not secure because there's not a lot circulating over the network. So circulating transactions over the network is a necessary piece of the puzzle that is being ignored by the fact that we're not using it as a means of exchange.
And Monero. Monero's another.
Hidden Monero. There you go.
So what are the benefits for merchants? Well, if you are accepting cryptocurrency for your business, you have a competitive advantage because not a lot of people are jumping on this right now. You could be the leader in your market, or let's say a coffee shop. There's hundreds and hundreds of coffee shops, and they're all using a iPad-based point-of-sale system. Well, it's really easy to integrate cryptocurrency into that. It's very cost-effective. It's cheaper than using a credit card. There's no 1 to 5% fees that you have to deal with. It's faster, and there's unique marketing incentives for using cryptocurrency for your business. If you are accepting cryptocurrency, you're put on the map. Let's say you accept Dash at your business. You're put on the map as one of the only businesses in Chicago that's accepting Dash. And you could advertise that. The Dash community would love to do business with anybody accepting Dash.
Yeah, we've got the Dashback logo up on the screen. The reason we have that is a lot of people say that they use credit cards because they get points back, cash back, airline miles. Well, the Dash DAO is a decentralized organization that will do exactly that. They take part of the block reward out of the mining that happens on the Dash blockchain, and they're willing to give it back. So if you're a merchant, you register with Dash, people can spend Dash at your location, and then the people who spend Dash get Dash back in their wallet after settlement, which is almost instantaneous because we're talking about a blockchain transaction. So you get 1% back, 2% back, depending on the deal you make. So you can offer cryptocurrency payments that have a cashback option, which is our little foray into loyalty kind of thing here, but credit cards are not the only way to get points back.
So what are the solutions for merchants? How does a merchant actually start accepting cryptocurrency? Because a lot of them either don't know what cryptocurrency is. A lot of people are familiar with Bitcoin, but they aren't familiar with cryptocurrency. They haven't heard that term before. The first thing they need is a point-of-sale system or solution. So, and this goes into the next point of door knockers. So we need people that are offering to go to these businesses, knock on doors, talk to the owners, say, here's a solution that we offer, here's our point-of-sale system, we will set that up. We need to educate them. Education is key. Maybe offer services to these businesses to educate their employees on how to accept a cryptocurrency transaction. We could also offer ongoing consulting services to these businesses that are accepting cryptocurrency. Maybe over the course of a year they have a couple Bitcoin. Well, they don't know what to do with it. So they're going to need some ongoing consulting services if they are accepting cryptocurrency for their business.
So, a lot of people don't even know, there are point-of-sale systems that exist today, that are functioning today, they're functioning in a bunch of places around the world. There's actually thousands of people that currently accept. It's just really uncommon in the United States. So you can see on the screen here, we got AnyPay, which is developed out of New Hampshire. They accept Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and a whole mess of other coins as well. They're typically free, they're typically open source. You can download them, you can start to use them today, you can practice with them. You can set up your own wallet to be the receiving wallet and just sit and tinker with it. If you can tinker with it, you can figure out how to use it and move forward. The setup is literally minimal. They almost always run in browser. There are, however, some challenges from a business, taxation, and regulation standpoint.
I believe this is much faster and more efficient than credit cards. As you can see on the screen, that's literally how fast it is to do a transaction using cryptocurrency. You don't have to bring out your credit card. You don't have to hold a bulky wallet. You don't have to type in your PIN or wait for the chip to read. It's simple, point and pay.
Right. And what you're seeing there is instant settlement. That's not just the verification. That's not just the Visa swipe and it settles in 30 days, how credit cards work. That's actual settlement. That's how fast it works. The blockchain transaction. It's settled. It's done within 6 minutes. On Dash, for example, you've got like 9 block confirmations. So that's a settled, finished transaction. That is your money as a merchant. So compatibility. Who's actually doing this? Dash and Bitcoin Cash are the communities that are working right now, working hard. They're doing the work. They've got the communities out there doing this. There's also Rocker, AnyPay, there's BitPay point of sale. You know, we get a lot of people saying, well, what about Bitcoin? What about Lightning? What about BTC? Like, wasn't Bitcoin supposed to be the big one? Well, the developers, they've gone down a different path. We've seen some of these kind of meetups and things over the past couple of weeks saying that like anybody saying that you should spend your Bitcoin is scamming you. So the development path of Bitcoin has gone a very different direction. They want it to be a long-term store of value. It can be an underlying reserve asset for the whole crypto community. I think that's fine. It's great. It's a good thing, but BTC is not really a great option for liquid cash. Lightning may work, but it's not available now. It's been available for 18 months for about 3 years now, and you know, we're not seeing a lot of movement there. But it could be an option in the future. I hope it is. I would like to see BTC do well, but they're not in a spot to really be merchant cash today.
Right, and we want to focus on the projects that actually can be used as cash today, because we need to get this rolling now. We need businesses to start accepting cryptocurrency that's going to spread it around to more places.
So what about settlement? A lot of people, well, we've pulled about 50 merchants around Chicagoland. Almost all of them have one of two things. First of all, how are we going to integrate with my existing POS? I have inventory, I have all kinds of things. That's an issue that needs to be worked out. The second one is settlement. How do I convert, how do I not deal with the volatility? Well, there's settlement options available. We're actually working on another settlement opportunity that we hope to be able to share with you in the near future. But right now there's Coinbase, Uphold, BitPay. You can connect your transactions directly to an exchange. You can settle right away, you can settle in a few days, you can begin to trade if you want to play with the volatility, but there are options there to go directly from crypto to fiat today as well. So you can use crypto and not actually be exposed to the volatility of crypto if you want to be in that situation as well.
We need to give merchants the ability to, as soon as they get, let's say, Dash, they need to be able to convert that or a portion of that to USD, because a lot of their overhead cannot be paid with cryptocurrency right now. So maybe they want to accept 90% of that as USD, they hold 10% onto it and see what happens. We need the option that they can settle in cash right away if they want to.
So a lot of people say, well, who's actually doing this? If you go to Caracas, Venezuela, there's about 1,500 merchants right now accepting Dash. If you go to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, you can spend Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash on almost every street corner. It's not every business, but you can literally walk around Portsmouth, New Hampshire and spend crypto all day long. Queensland, Australia has a huge push specifically of Bitcoin Cash, and so does Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo, Japan has bars and restaurants. There's literally hundreds of places in Tokyo that sell or that will sell you their products and services in cryptocurrency. So it has been done. This is not theoretical. It's just not happening in our backyard yet.
Right, and Dash, actually, we're very close with them because we have the same values that cryptocurrency is money. All year, even though the prices have been going down, it's been a rough year in the markets, they've still been pushing adoption. They have over 3,500 merchants around the world that are accepting Dash for their business, mainly in these places right here. Venezuela, we know, is going through an economic crisis, but also in the surrounding countries, people are fleeing Venezuela, maybe going to Colombia. They're also accepting Dash there.
For sure. We're about to get cut off in about 30 seconds here. So what are the challenges to overcome? Regulations, tax laws is a big problem, specifically in the US. We talked about the solutions for volatility with instant settlement. User experience. A lot of people don't know how to transact with cryptocurrency. If you're interested in seeing it, come talk to us after. I can show you how this works. It's very simple. And scalability, which Dash and Bitcoin Cash are working on aggressively today, which is why we like to talk about them. So please, come talk to us after. We're not selling you anything. We're just advocates for this. We think that good businesses should be shaking hands and making this work. It's good for the whole of crypto. We love Ethereum, we love smart contracts, we love loyalty programs. We're big fans of all of this stuff, but this is the thing that people are not talking about it, so we're here to talk about it with you. We think it's the most important thing to be pursuing aggressively, especially in such an awesome business city like Chicago.
Thank you.